What's up, guys? It's your girl, Miss Panda, and I'm coming at you today with another little quick video. On today's episode, I would like to discuss my Jazzy life. Her and Chris broke up, and she's not handling the breakup that well. But first, before we get into today's video, please don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to my channel, because doing so helps to push my videos into the YouTube algorithm. So, basically, what I want to talk about is Jasmine, and Chris. I'm just gonna come straight out and say I don't like Chris. I ain't never liked Chris. I don't feel that he was the right man for her because Chris is a user and an opportunist. She couldn't see that at the moment because she was so caught up into how she felt about him. Let's take it all the way back to the beginning of the relationship. I don't want to start from now. When she first met him, that's when she was living in her apartment, the 2-bedroom apartment that she had. And she was doing quite well. You know, she started getting herself together on her fitness journey. She started feeling better about herself. And she was already broken because that's around the time when Phil had got locked up. Y'all remember that. Anybody who's been watching my Jazzy life for a long period of time, like myself, that's when he had got locked up. And that's when she had to take care of the kids by herself. She fell into a depression about that. Then while he was locked up, that's when she found out that he just didn't want to be with her anymore. So that really just that broke her. That emotionally devastated her. And she was able, like I said, to get herself together. And she finally started dating, losing weight and feeling good about herself. And that's when she ran into this bum loser. Chris reminds me of a predator. He's a wolf to me in sheep's clothing. He knew all the right things to say to her. He knew all the right things to do. I feel like he analyzed her and studied her and was able to realize that she is gullible. I hate to say this, and I know people gonna tear me up in the comments. They always do. It is what it is. She's gullible about certain things. And he's a wolf. He's more into the world than she is. Jasmine is sheltered. Do y'all notice that she never goes outside? How many times? Count on one hand. How many times in the comment section? Tell me how many times y'all really seen her go outside. I'm not talking about going to HEB. I'm not talking about going to Walmart. I'm not talking about doing those types of things. Just going out by herself without Chris. You know, to just enjoy herself. To let her hair down and enjoy herself. You don't see her do that. She's always cooped up in the house. Take me for an example. I'm not trying to act like I got no perfect life. Nobody has the perfect life. I'm not perfect. That's why whenever I get up here and I talk about these different scenarios, about these different content creators, I always include on my last video when I was talking about the other Jasmine. When I was 15 years old, like her daughter Michaela ran away, I had called myself running away. And my mother put her foot to my behind. And I tell you what, I never did it again. But getting back to this Jasmine, I suffer from depression and anxiety too. And I find myself that when I don't go outside enough, or I'm always inside, it does something to my mental state. That's why I have to go outside, even if it's just taking a ride somewhere, even if it's just going for a walk, even if it's just getting some sun to get the vitamin D from the sun. Because I find when I get some sun and just get some air on me, I feel better. I think that would actually help her to feel better by getting out of the house, even if she don't have to go out of the house every day. Because I feel like, honestly, Jasmine is a xenophobe. I don't feel like she likes going out, and I feel like she's afraid of people, or she's not comfortable around people. But I think she needs to get back into the flow of being around people. I want to present my screen. Hold on a second, because hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so no.
Let me skip past this a little bit because this is, I want to get to the part where she's like talking.
Wasn't looking for a lover.
Me personally, I feel like Cwis is a piece of shit because my thing is, I don't like the fact that he keeps creating broken families. What I mean by that is, this is not his first child. He has other kids. We all know he got other kids. He has a few other baby mamas. And it's, to me, the thing that I despise about that man is the fact that he's a user, the fact that he's irresponsible, the fact that he is lazy, the fact that he is selfish, the fact that the main thing at the top of the list that I hate about him is the fact that when he breaks up with his relationship with the women, he breaks up with the kids too. Like, it's like almost like he leaves them behind. Like he has no conscience. I've never met a man that like him before. It's just ridiculous to me, knowing that this woman, her money is low and that she has your child. Even if he despised Jasmine, he still could have sent her some money to make sure that his son had food. That means he really don't care for that baby either. It's a special place in hell for a bastard like him.
Nobody understood where I've been. Yes, I thought I needed more time to
Put that down.
from potential offense. So
Right now, I feel like it's in their best interest for the kids to be, the older children to be at their father's house. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the times when Jasmine falls into a depression like this, her older children have a tendency to suffer. And what I mean by that is she has a tendency to take out her anger and frustration out on them. Specifically Amaya, and specifically like Aiden or whatever. So I feel like they don't really need to see. She has to realize that she's a mom and that her children are watching everything that she does. And she's teaching her sons how to treat women by the way she accepts, by what she accepts from Cwis. And she's teaching her daughters that it's okay to allow men to abuse them and mistreat them. You understand? She has to get it together, you know. And even with this, she still would let him come back today if he came back. Yeah. Hopefully. To me, the kids don't really look happy to me. That's why I feel like as parents, like, we have to be honest with our kids, but how can I put this? Because I know it doesn't matter how I put it. So I guess I'm going to have to shoot straight from the hip. No matter how I say it, somebody's going to be mad about it. It is what it is. The kids can feel when the parent is not happy. They feel what we feel. And to me, they don't seem happy to me with her. Because obviously, because of what she's going through and because they're so young and they can't do anything to help her. That's why I repeat, I feel like it's better for them to be with their dad right now. And I'm kind of glad that Philip got out of jail. And I'm glad that he has Hannah to be able to help with the children. Even though they're not hers, they need a safe space to be able to go when Jasmine gets like this. Because a lot of what she's feeling is going into them too. And I feel bad for Stinkerbug because Stinkerbug is going to suffer. I know it's miserable without his siblings being there with him. Because it's just him and Jasmine. And she's probably wrapped up in her feelings of what she got going on with Cwis. You know, he's basically alone. I think it would be cool. It's just a suggestion. If she could put him in daycare, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, you know, maybe a half a day, just so she can get a break, The kids will be with Philip, and they can go to and from school with there, and they're being cared for over there while she mentally gets herself together. Because I know what it's like to be depressed. I'm sure we all know what it's like to be depressed and then have anxiety, and then you're going through a breakup. She needs a moment to herself. And outside of that house, she needs to step away from that house. She does everything in that house. She needs to go out. If she has any real friends in that area, they need to rally around her right now. She doesn't need to like be alone. I know that Tiara is like going through something, but that's supposed to be one of her homegirls. I hope that she can kind of get with her sometimes, because I know she's going through a breakup too with her husband. They going through a whole mess on that side, child. And her and Liv ain't talking, and her and Chrissy ain't talking, and and Jasmine's introverted. I don't think that she knows how to make friends. It's a really, really, really sad situation. I really, really hope she can recover from this. But far as Chris and that situation with the credit card, cancel that credit card, Jasmine. Don't use that as an excuse to see that man. Cancel that credit card. Yes, I said it. And get that card back. If he has a car, get that back from him. Okay? And change the locks. Don't even want the key back, because knowing a slickster like him, he probably make copies of the keys. And so you can come in and out of there when you ain't there and take stuff.
Hey you guys, welcome back to a video. I'm just gonna edit this and upload it from my phone. I didn't really sleep last night. I didn't get any sleep.
And that's not good for her health either, because that's going to make her sick. She needs her rest, because she still has to get up, and she still has to, Legend still needs her. Her other kids still need her. Like, even though they're at their dad's house, she still has to be her whole self for her kids. My thing is, I don't think that she should jump straight into a relationship. I think that she might benefit from some counseling, because I don't think that she should go at this trying to, deal with this situation on her own. I feel like this situation is enough to financially and mentally and emotionally destroy her, because we saw what she went through with Philip. I want her to fall in love with herself and put herself first. And one of her other videos, she basically said that she loved Chris more than she loved herself. I don't love no motherfucking body more than I love myself. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. Do I love people? Yes, but not more than me. I used to be like that back in the day, where I used to put everybody in front of me and loved everybody more than me. I had to learn to love myself. And I ain't ashamed to tell nobody that. I love, but not more than me. And that's what she has to break out of. Because once you love yourself, you know your worth. You're not going to just tolerate anybody coming and trying to take from you and try to hurt and harm you. And you have to learn, Jasmine, how to be alone sometimes. And stop associating your happiness with being in a relationship. Sometimes God will separate you from somebody for your own good.
I guess a lot was on my mind. It's like, what's next? What are you gonna do next with your life? How are you gonna keep moving forward?
Put one foot in front of the other, Jasmine, and continue to post and continue to get your money. Because without you, this is your primary source of income. And without you posting, you will not be able to have a roof over your head. You will not be able to provide for yourself. Chris is a bum. He is a hobo, Hobo, sexual. That's what he is. He's the type of individual that will move in with a woman. He will start a new relationship before ending his current relationship. That's what he did. Now, in another video, you also stated that he's when you were talking to him before y'all decided to become exclusive, he used to sneak off to the gas station to have conversations with you on the phone. My thing is that's a humongous red flag. Did you ever think to go over to this man's house to see where he was living? If y'all were talking, you should be able to go over to his house, just like he's able to come over to your house. You and your children should be welcome in that man's house, just like you welcomed him into your home. My thing is, why did we never see you around his family? He acts like he's ashamed of you. You never seen his mom, his dad, his sisters. I've heard you talk about them, but I've never seen them around. Even when Stinkerbug turned 1 for his birthday party, it was only a sprinkle of people there. You didn't see too many people from his side there. It's like he kept you. It's like you were a secret. And then he used you. He took his money, he saved it, and got himself together and left you high and dry. That ain't no way to do nobody. But the question is, you got to get yourself together enough to not allow somebody to do this to you again. Because if you don't heal from this, you're going to move forward. There's a lesson in everything. And you're going to do it again. You're going to allow somebody else to do this to you again. You got to be able to see the forest through the trees. You got to be able to watch a person's actions. His actions, his words wasn't lining up. I don't know what you were saying. But that man ain't never look at you like he liked you. To me.
I don't know. You know, right now, all I can do is take it a day at a time and, put one foot in front of the other. Like, I gotta get that.
And another thing, stop coming up, stop making videos of you breaking down crying. Chris don't care. Stop doing that. He don't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He does not care. That's just the bottom line. That chick that he is with, she gonna get hers. Don't worry about it. It's only a matter of time. You think that he ain't gonna do her the same way? That man is narcissistic. He got a new supply. He don't need you no more. He bled you until it was nothing left. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but that's what he did. Don't accept him back into your life. You level up on your own and heal yourself inside out. And don't you accept nothing. Don't allow him back into your home. Because you think this is the last you seen of him. Soon as he fall on hard times, he gonna try to double back and spin the block. Don't you let him come back. She gonna get herself too. Some too. She think that she won. She thinks she's winning. I don't understand why side chicks think that they're winning. What prize did you win? He gonna do the same thing to you. He just hasn't done it yet because the relationship is fresh and he's trying to make an impression on you. You saw the way. You gotta watch how people do other people. Side chick who took Chris away. You're laughing now, but make sure you keep that same energy when he does it to you. You thought it was funny when he did it to Jasmine? I want you to think it's funny and laugh when he does it to you too.
Ups, the downs. Over here, I'm not hiding this no more. I do appreciate everyone that helped in this into Cash App or anything that you did. I appreciate y'all.
Jasmine, file for child support because he's not. You can't expect Chris to do the right thing on his own because he's just not that type of dude. You gonna have to file for child support and to get some type of to make him. You have to make him be responsible. I don't care if it's only a little bit. He shouldn't be allowed to just get away scot free like that. There's something about that's bothering me. I'm really not really feeling the way that he did that. And every dog has his day. He's gonna get his. And when he gonna fall hard. Because you can't keep doing this to people. And you can't keep doing it to these women. And you can't keep doing that to the things that you're doing to these children especially. That is pathetic what you're doing, Christopher, fat hip, big booty Bowser.
It wasn't easy doing what I did, I don't want to come on here every day and cry, and should I take a break from social media? I probably should, but in all honesty, like, I can't even afford to take a break. I can't afford to stop posting. I can't afford to just breathe because my life has to still go on. I have 5 kids that still need me.
I'm glad you realized that because your life does have to go on. You have to realize that you're still living, you're still breathing, whether you're with this man or whether you're not with this man. Life still goes on. I need for you to find out what you like, what you want, what your goals are, what makes you happy, what makes you smile. I need for you to find yourself again. And I need for you from here on out to be happy, whether you're with somebody or whether you're without somebody. We all know that men can be, they can be fickle and sneaky. Okay? But that don't mean that you stop loving yourself. I need you to pour it, that energy that you poured into that man. I need you to pour that same effort into yourself. Go get your nails done. Go get your feet done. Go get your hair done. Sit down and let somebody do your hair. And do your makeup. When you look better, you feel better. And every day, give yourself a 10-minute walk. You and Stinkable. Put him in the day, bundle him up real good. He would enjoy that. Go and see if you can find some ladies in the area or in your little complex that you live in the little community, and see if y'all can set up little play dates just so you can sit down and talk to them. You ain't got to discuss your relationship business, which even I'm quite sure they probably watch your videos, but you ain't got to talk about that with them. But just for you to have somebody to talk to, I think it would make you feel better. And then Stinkerbug gets to play with some kids his own age. Okay? Maybe you could find a work from home job that you could do during the day. And then still continue to do your YouTube. So that way you can have multiple sources of income. So just in case you don't feel like doing YouTube, you still got your work situation going on.
Like when I think about everything, it hurts. You know, I can't wait to get to the point to where, like, there's no more pain, there's no more hurt, there's no more heartache.
Time will take care of that. But until then, you got to keep yourself busy. You got to keep yourself very, very, very busy. Focus on your money, focus on yourself, and focus on your kids. That should be the 3 things that you should be focusing on right now. Your money, your kids, and yourself. Do what makes you happy. Don't you sit in that house and eat and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You go and join yourself a gym. I want you outside of that house. It's nice that you have a treadmill and that you like to walk on in, this and that. I want you to go to the gym. Because as your body starts slimming down, the men in that gym going to be looking at you, girl. And that's going to boost your confidence. That's going to make you feel good. Find him a little daycare somewhere and put him, I don't care if you got to go to school for like maybe 2 or 3 hours a day when you want to go to the gym and work or whatever. So that way you can have some time to yourself without your children. Because you need to heal. And they don't need to be around you when you're like this.
Like, I know a lot of you guys just like, Jasmine, it's gonna get better, you're gonna get through it, you got through this before. It was hard. It was hard, you know? Um, my older kids, they ended up leaving and going back to their dads today. He's supposed to be down for bed. It's about to be 10 o'clock. So I vlogged a little bit this morning and I'm now finally picking it back up now. Y'all, it hurts so bad. Like, I wish I could hide it. You know, me being a content creator, it's so hard to hide pain. It's so hard to hide emotions. I have other content that y'all are gonna see. I was hiding pain, emotions. Y'all will see that because I still have to edit that. You know, I'm not gonna jump into another relationship, you guys. Um, I lost myself, and I feel like I need to take this time to find me.
Please do not jump into no relationship. Give yourself at least a good, I want to say a good 2, 3 good years worth of counseling and just healing before you jump into any new relationship, because you are going to attract a lot of vultures and wolves. And what I mean by that is you're an empath to a certain extent. You unfortunately, you're not really empathetic when it come down to like your kids, but when it come down to like men, like you're vulnerable because you're too giving. You didn't make Chris court you. You courted him like he was the woman in the relationship. You made him the prize. You didn't people, he doesn't value you because he didn't have to work for you. You gave everything to him freely. If you ever get into another relationship, make them take you out on dates. I'm not talking about coming over your house and cooking food and dinner. You should be able to go over to their house. Don't even, matter of fact, don't even live with the next person that you get into a relationship with. Let him have his own separate residence, and you go over there sometimes, like when the Davis kids go over, when you get them back in your custody and go over their dad's house for the weekend or whatever. Maybe you and Stink about, because you know Chris ain't gonna really be a part of his life because he ain't a part of his other kid's life, so we're not even gonna include him or nothing. You and Stink about could go over your new significant other's house sometimes, and then sometimes he can come over to your house and chill. You want to be able to meet his family. If you can meet his family, that's a red flag. That's a sign that he might be in a relationship with somebody. He might be married. He might have something going on that he's hiding from you. You want to be able to meet his friends. If somebody is all about you and interested in you, they are going to talk about you, and they're going to talk highly about you. Man, I met this new chick. She pretty. You know, she do YouTube. Da da da. You know, I can't wait for y'all to meet her. He's going to be excited about you. He's going to want them to meet you. Okay? He's going to want his family to meet you. That's a red flag if a person is not taking you around their friends and family. He got some friends. He got some family. He got somebody he talking to. You ignored a lot of things, Jasmine. You have to take accountability for your part. He ain't shit on his own. And we ain't gonna hide that. He ain't shit. Let's just call a spade a spade. But you have to be able to watch a person's actions and watch how they move. He's a sketchy dude. And because your heart was attached to him, you couldn't see that. And shout out to the other content creators. Reese Unfiltered tried to tell you. I think Flo tried to tell you. Foot on Neck tried to tell you. In their vlogs, they tried to tell you. Even some of your mods tried to tell you what was happening. And you didn't want to listen to anybody. You have to heed the warning.
Me again. I lost myself in everything. Being a woman, not a woman, but you know, the girlfriend, being a mother, and I have to find me again. I was starting to find myself when before I got pregnant with Legend, and
Yeah, she was.
I lost it. Like, I don't know any other way to put it. Like, I have to find the strength somewhere, you know, the drive, whether it's my kids, whether it's to provide for my kids, whether it's to go somewhere, you know. I think I'm making this video because I don't want to go live, even though I know a lot of you guys are there, y'all are like true supporters, and I love all y'all for being there, you know. But I don't think I can handle it, you know. I'm having a hard time. It's like I'm pushing away some people because I'm afraid to, I don't know. I don't even know. But I am pushing people away. I can feel myself doing it, excluding myself. Rather just be here kind of alone, but I know that that's not healthy. It's not healthy for me or my kids. Even though, you know, I woke up and I just kind of just went with the flow. and now I'm crying at 10 o'clock at night. There's a lot of things I want to do differently. Like I want to change some things around the house. You know how you just need change to help. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Girl, pack his shit and put it out for garbage and say F that nigga. Okay?
I'm
Whatever he left there,
It's gonna take time though. I know it is because I'm.
whatever he left there and he ain't take, throw it in the garbage. That's just that. Go down to child support and file for child support. End of discussion. He's not going to do the right thing. Don't expect him to do the right thing. Get out of the house. You be in the house too much. It's depressing just being in the house by yourself like that. When you going through a situation like this, boo, you can't be by yourself. You need to be around people that's like-minded. Like maybe go visit your mom sometime. If you got a girlfriend or two, go just hang around them. Even if you don't want to talk about it, just being around people might make you feel better. That way you have to, dress up. You got to put your little, you actually look halfway decent when you put your wigs on and do your makeup. You know how to fix yourself up. Work on your sponsorships. You was getting money from that too. Don't allow him to interfere with your money, and by no means don't you give no man, whether it's Chris or a new man, don't give them none of your money. Don't put nothing in your name for them. Don't give them none of your credit. Nothing. Don't even let them live with you for a while unless that's your husband or whatever. And don't have no more kids unless you're married.
I'm finding myself, you know, I'm pushing people away, but in the same sense, I want to talk to people. It sounds weird, I know, because I feel like talking to certain people help me cope with things better. So, y'all are gonna see me happy. It may be a fake happy because my kids are around. Like I don't want them to see me sad. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really fake. I'm happy they're here, but I'm still sad. You might see me like how I am now, just broken. You might just see me going with the flow. But just know that I am trying. Like everything I'm doing, I'm trying. I'm trying to do it for my kids. I'm trying to do it for me. And like I said, I have to find myself. Do whatever it takes to find me again. I'm not looking for anybody. I don't just jump into another relationship. I probably will never do it because I'm afraid of being hurt. Every time I think about stuff, my heart just like drops, And I've been trying to find different coping mechanisms, different things to cope. Force myself force myself to do laundry and stay busy. Force myself to do things with the kids. Like earlier I didn't show anything, but like I was just sitting there watching a movie with them, but knowing that I wanted to go to sleep and not feel anything. But when I go to sleep sometimes, you guys, it's almost like you dreaming about it. It's something. I've considered, finding a counselor, but I don't, or is it a counselor, therapist, whatever, but, and I think about it, I'm just like, I really ain't got no money for that. This is something I'm gonna have to just like try and figure out on my own, you know. I know a lot of you guys support me, but I know there's a lot of other people that are like loving it, It's cool. This is my real life. I'm not no fake content creator that hides her feelings. I just couldn't do that. Or hide what I'm going through, I look how I feel, like shit. You know, my eyes are fucking swollen because I've been crying. I have to do, or all I can do now is just move forward from this, you guys. My phone keeps running out of storage. I have stuff I have to take off of it, so it's gonna be quick. But y'all are just gonna see me, my ups, my downs. Y'all are gonna see everything all over again. Y'all are gonna see me go through everything emotionally, my emotional roller coaster, my life as a single mom, but instead of 4 or 5, and living my truth of what my life is gonna be like. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this shit together, y'all. I'm trying so hard to keep it together, bro. It's so hard, bro. There's so much that I feel like I got on my chest that I didn't get to get off. But I feel like, Jasmine, you gotta pull through. You gotta pull through, bitch. You gotta pull through. You got 5 motherfucking kids, bitch. You gotta pull through. Life don't fucking stop, bro. Love your motherfucking kids. Love yourself. Find yourself. Pull fucking through. Like this pain is unexplainable. Like I can't even explain. I mean, I can. Someone ripped my heart out. That's what it feels like. I got my heart ripped out of my chest, stomped on, burnt, twisted. Like that's how I feel right now.
Damn, Jazz.
You know, I'm gonna pull through. I'm gonna be strong. And y'all are just gonna come along with me on this journey, you know, of my Jazzy life. I want to redo things. Y'all can drop in the comments what y'all think I can do to help. I'm open to all ideas.
I think she can get out of the house. I think she can maybe get a job outside of the house or maybe a work from home job. I really, really want her outside of the house. Like, as far as like maybe just working outside of the house, doing outside activities, maybe join a inexpensive gym. Planet Fitness is really cheap. It's only like $10 a month, just to go to like a gym that can help her to release. That's what I try to do, like go to the gym, and it helps to release endorphins, and I feel better like after a workout. Like any anxiety and depression or any if I'm angry about something, anything, that's my me time, and I feel better, and I'm around people. You get to talk to people, and then after that I'll just go, maybe get something to eat, or that's my time. She needs something like that, and just she just got to stack her money. Like money, it's going to give her a better quality of life, and try to rebuild her relationship with her older children, because you can see in their faces they're feeling some type of way. I mean, maybe the twins don't really understand, but Kaylin, she's starting to kind of understand a little bit, and Amaya's starting to kind of understand a little bit too. She's going to have to rebuild her relationship with her kids and get herself together as best she can. And stop giving him your money, and stop giving him your power, and not just him, any man. Drop down in the comment section and just tell me what you think. If you have any experiences you'd like to share, feel free to share it in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever my channel drops a new video. Thank you for listening. I love you all, and be blessed.